Did you ever eat tasty wheat?
No, but technically neither did you.
That's exactly my point. Exactly. Because you have to wonder now. How do the machines really know what tasty wheat tasted like? Maybe they got it wrong. Maybe what I think tasty wheat tasted like actually tasted like oatmeal or tuna fish. That makes you wonder about a lot of things. You take chicken, for example. Maybe they couldn't figure out what to make chicken taste like, which is why chicken tastes like everything. Maybe they couldn't figure out.
It's a single-celled protein combined with synthetic aminos, vitamins, and minerals. Everything the body needs.
It doesn't have everything the body needs.
Do not believe that glyphosate in Argentina is causing increases in cancer. You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
You want to drink some? We have some here.
I'd be happy to, actually. Not really, but
Not really?
I know it wouldn't hurt me.
If you say so, can I have some glyphosate?
No, I'm not stupid.
Okay, so you.
No, but I know
it's dangerous,
I know people try to commit suicide with it and fail fairly regularly.
Tell the truth.
It's not dangerous to humans. No, it's not.
So you're ready to drink one glass of milk?
No, I'm not an idiot.
They're making our food out of people. Next thing they'll be breeding us like cattle for food. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them. Silent breed is people!
A Republican state lawmaker in Texas is proposing legislation to solve a problem that literally does not exist. He thinks that some food that we consume contains remains of aborted fetuses and wants the FDA to properly label those food items. If passed, this bill would also apply to food that is manufactured using human fetal tissue or derived from research using human fetal tissue. We're not consuming fetal remains. Okay, the FDA has been very clear. There are no conditions under which the FDA would consider human fetal tissue to be safe or legal for human or animal consumption. Want to know why? Because that would be considered cannibalism.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. That's me. Here I am. What's up, lovers? This is my old intro from episode 7 of my podcast that was pre-recorded on fucking Spotify. This is my old intro. This is a good intro. I did the video and everything for this bitch. Yummy. Cannibalism. Did that hook you in? That's right, we're back, baby. Are you hooked? It's Dark Match Steve to bring you Dark Time. Dark Times. Yes, sir. It is a good intro. Thank you, Funny Face. Yeah, I got the chat page pulled up already. What's up, lovers? Hold on, let me get to you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I'm your little boy toy. Your little twink, your man twink. My cat is, I just woke my cat up, but I think, I shouldn't be doing too much screaming tonight. We'll see. God damn, it's hard for me to, keep composure. When I get on here with you guys, I just want to scream or twerk for you or, pinch my nipples while I read your chats and stuff. I don't know what gets into me when I do this stream. I swear, this isn't even me. Something comes over me. Airplane Willie first. Good evening, DMS friends. What's up, lover? Thanks for checking out the stream, Airplane Willie. He was first in here. Fat Pig is still on strike to be the first. He doesn't do it anymore. I'm gonna have to DM him or something. I'm actually kind of concerned that something is wrong, and it's something beyond that he has an issue with me. I'm not that self-centered that I would, bother him just because he's not first in my chat every day anymore. I gotta message Fat Pig and check on him because I'm almost wondering if something's up. I don't know. My cat is scratching the door to get out. Hold on a second. God damn it. Going out, mister? Come on. Are you going outside, or are you just going to go out in the living room? All right, come on. Move your tail. Jesus Christ. Thank you, cat. Fucking yeah. What's up, Airplane Willie? Got to check on Fat Pig. Funny Face. What's up, Funny Face? Thank you guys for coming to hang. Bob Cook's up in here. Dutch Duke. Dutch Duke, I got to thank you again, man. I really do appreciate you, throwing some money my way and supporting me. He's been doing like $25 every night for this stream. I can't say how much I fucking appreciate that. I am going to, I don't want to spoil anything, but I do have, since I am getting a little bit of money in with the stream, I do have a couple things planned, I'm the money is at least now the majority of the money is going back into the stream. If someone throws a fucking $1,000 at me or something, of course I'm gonna go buy dinner, buy some fucking Hooters wings or something with that. But no, yeah, guys, I really do appreciate the little bit of financial support here and there. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna put a little bit of effort and money into the stream, and it really it helps for y'all to throw a little my way. So I can't thank you enough, Dutch Duke, and was it Keith Yaher, right? Yeah, he hasn't. I don't think I see him in here yet. But anyway, you guys are my MVPs. I love you. Fucking Funny Face. Dutch Duke up in here. If you're watching anywhere, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, get up in the chat, lovers. I can see you. Oh, Fat Pig. What's up, Fat Pig? Did you message me? When did you message me? Did you message me and I didn't see it? Or I clicked on it and then I didn't read it? Where'd you message me? Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know how I didn't remember that you sent that to me, Fat Pig. I'm sorry, dude. I appreciate you letting me know. Fucking dude, yeah, you did message me. Just for the record, anyone watching, like, Steve's a piece of shit. People message him, he doesn't reply. I replied to him. I just forgot. I forgot what we talked about. So anyway, I am a piece of shit though. Fucking yeah, lovers. Thank you guys for coming to hang. So we're just I'm not gonna stay on super late. I know I say that every fucking night. Hopefully we'll be done like before 9 o'clock. We're just chilling for a little bit, gonna talk about a few things that have happened and whatever. Let me see if I can pull up. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to I should have had all these links prepared. Um Okay. Yeah, so there has been what we got tonight. We're going to talk about what's in some of the food, and some funny shit happened. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, I did post a clip with Rogan talking about this, but recently, this was like 3 or 4. Let me look up this I'll pull up this article and we can talk about it. But dude, fucking social media, I've only seen like two different things talking about this, but yeah, fucking things kind of blew up within the last like few days. What is it, 22nd? Yeah, so this was like 5 days ago. Guys, the New York Times did an article, and in this article, they sort of fact checked RFK Jr. And a lot of people, it is really, it's crazy to me how people are flipping out about RFK and just considering the shit that he said that he wants to do. I've actually heard people complain that he wants to take fluoride out of the fucking water, and getting fact checked by the New York Times because he points out bad ingredients that are in food, generally speaking. Okay. Dutch Duke, thank you, sir. Thumb this twink. In more ways than one, thumb me. No, guys, please hit the like, subscribe, all that shit. I do need the support. If you're watching this later, hope you enjoy the show. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm on five nights a week, bare minimum, and then I do a Sunday cold plunge deal every few weeks. Haas, what's up, Haas? Is this members only chat? No. I don't think I'm allowed to do that yet. I don't have enough. I have my subs haven't built back up enough to be monetized. So yeah, I don't think I can do members only. Anyway, thanks for bringing up a sore subject. Thank you. Let me get rid of this banner. Just need my name there. So yeah, fucking it's like a fucking immune response. And the way people are like freaked out by RFK, this I think is more evidence that you people are addicted to fucking disgusting food, okay? And it's an addiction thing. It really is. You start hearing somebody talk about that they want to take the poison out of the food, and people are just like, "Hey, wait a second. It adds flavor." It's kind of ridiculous, including the New York Times. So let me pull up. They're trying to get me to sign in for free to read the fucking original article. I was like, no, thank you. In fact, this whole thing might have been, this whole New York Times thing might be a fucking just an obviously like, so what happened is they fact checked RFK. RFK talked about, and multiple people have complained about this, talking about the ingredients in cereals, okay? The fucking cereal sold in the United States here has all kinds of crazy shit in it. In UK, other places around the world, if you compare the same exact brands, they have different ingredients. The United States allows these companies to fucking put bullshit in the food, so you just get fucking hooked for various reasons, whether the chemicals themselves are addictive or it's the whole process of, when it comes to the colorings, that you see a brand that has brighter colors on the food and your kids are like, "Oh, I want that one. It looks like a cartoon food. Let me eat this bullshit because it's basically neon glowing cereal. It's got so much fucking food coloring on it." So anyway, RFK Jr. Pointed this out, talking about the differences. And the New York Times did a fact check article saying that he was wrong, but then agreed with him in the article. They basically said he's wrong and then showed that he was right. This is like one of the most embarrassing articles this New York Times has probably fucking put out there. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. Hold on. Red 4. Prez, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for checking out the stream. So yeah, let me pull up this this banger right here. New York Times just putting in work. Go with the Yahoo News deal. Okay. Can you guys see this? Yeah. All right. Should I stay on the side? Should I go down here? Over here? I'll go over here. So, New York Times fact check of RFK Jr.'s claims about popular breakfast cereal stuns social media. Again, I only saw this in like 2 spots, and I was like surprised that this ain't circulating more. So I'm doing my part to expose this. Fucking New York Times offered a baffling fact check of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s claims that a popular breakfast cereal in the United States contains several artificial ingredients. Ooh, bad. The former Democratic turned independent presidential candidate endorsed President-elect Donald Trump after suspending his 2024 campaign in August. On Thursday, Trump announced he had nominated Kennedy to head the Department of Health and Human Services in his incoming administration. Kennedy has pledged to tackle chronic health issues facing America and take on corruption within the Food and Drug Administration. Oh no! They are a shining example of a 3-letter agency. We love the FDA in order to make America healthy again. In an interview on MSNBC after Trump's victory earlier this month, Kennedy suggested the second Trump administration could eliminate entire departments within the FDA. In some categories, their entire departments, like the nutrition department at the FDA, they have to go. They're not doing their job. They're not protecting our kids. Why do we have Fruit Loops in this country that have 18 or 19 ingredients, and you go to Canada and it's got 2 or 3? Guys, this is a big thing. I know I talk about this whenever I'm eating on stream, that I have to eat dinner on here, which I don't like to do too much. I don't like to try to eat and talk and whatever. But I know this is like a broken record with me. Guys, the food that I go eat, that I go buy, I for a couple years now, I've been getting progressively more strict with my diet and paying attention to what I eat. I read every fucking label of anything I ever buy the first time I'm buying it, And this is one thing I go for, is looking for stuff that have less ingredients on it. I go for organic mainly. There's a couple things that I eat regularly that it's not organic, but I get stuff that has basic ingredients. Like, for one example, is a hot sauce that I use. It has like 5 ingredients or some shit, and it's all just regular food ingredients. Vinegar and like carrot and pepper and different shit in it that's actual food. It is insane to me how society has just accepted that you look on the back of the box and have no clue what the fuck it's saying is in the food. That is actually crazy. And most people are probably not even looking on the back of the box. I mean, who am I kidding? This is America. Yeah, man, it's disgraceful. People are just putting shit in their bodies without knowing what the fuck it is, without even being concerned about it. And you don't know what kind of effects these have on you. Again, these companies put all this bullshit in the food so that you buy more, which we will get into some of the details on that. But yeah, they're not putting all of this like random shit in your food because it's just going to make it super healthy for you, right? The red 40, fucking yellow 5, blue 1, whatever the fuck, the artificial flavors, all of this shit, it's to make you addicted to it. And so anyway, I've been avoiding anything that's not organic, and if it has too many fucking, ingredients, I don't avoid, as long as it has good ingredients. It doesn't matter how many there are. So, whatever. But yeah, it's like, for instance, the juice that I drink organic pineapple juice and organic apple juice. There's one ingredient on the bottle, and it's the fruit that the juice is said to have come from. Fucking, I don't use maple syrup anymore, but when I did, I bought organic maple syrup that only had maple syrup as the fucking ingredient on the bottle. I was curious because I have an old bottle of syrup in my cabinet from like 3 years ago before I gave a fuck about buying organic shit. And I forget, I think I had like a frozen waffle that was decrepit. It was organic, but an old one that was left in my freezer. And I thought about using the syrup. I used organic honey instead, but I grabbed this old syrup bottle and I was like, I wonder how bad the ingredients are on it. And I look on the back, it doesn't even have maple syrup as an ingredient. It blew my mind, and I've noted. I went to my mom's house and I saw the same thing on her syrup that they have, and it just blows my mind that they're actually selling stuff. It doesn't say real maple syrup on it. It says like maple flavored syrup or something, but doesn't even contain maple syrup. That blew my mind, and I've been in the game of having ridiculously high standards for food. And I've been in this game for a year and a half, 2 years, okay? And I never took the time to look at regular syrup that people buy, that it's like the first ingredients is like fucking vegetable oil or something. It's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I wonder how bad this really is. Maybe I can just use a few drops. And I look on the back and I'm like, that is crazy. Number one, I'm not touching that. I don't even know what this shit is. But anyway, guys, if I have any advice for anyone, it's to pay attention to your fucking food, okay? I used to have major anxiety problems, and like I was dealing with more problems back in the day than I am now. I'll just shorten it by saying that. And 100%, I know it has to do with the fucking food that I eat now. I don't fuck around. I don't eat fast food. It almost never happens. The worst fast food I'll get is like Pollo Tropical, grilled pieces of chicken and some white rice and beans. That's a cheat meal for me. You understand what I'm saying? And I encourage everyone else to have higher standards for food. For sure, and we'll get into some of this tonight, they are putting bullshit in your food, and they don't give a fuck. These food companies get it, that you want to just shovel bullshit into your mouth and feel different textures of crunching mixed with different flavors of this, and just like throw a little sugar and salt on it, and just like you'll keep coming back for more. They get it, that they can just put shit in the food and you'll shovel it down your throat so quickly that you don't even realize it's like not really food. Okay? They've caught on to this. So they'll fucking just like sprinkle sugar on some cardboard and have you fucking eat it. They don't give a fuck. And it's a crime. It's fucked up. And it blows my mind that people are like, oh my God, RFK is possibly going to take all of the fucking addictive bullshit out of our food that's banned in other countries. Oh my God. So anyway, let's go. Sorry, I'm already screaming. Here we are. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Let's read through the rest of this. Bill Maher says, Oh, okay. I thought it was something else unrelated. Bill Maher says, my head's not exploding over Trump picking RFK Jr. for HHS. We do need shaking up. That is very true. New York Times published a report on Friday analyzing Kennedy's views on artificial food ingredients that specifically fact-checked the Trump nominee for his claims about Fruit Loops using different ingredients in their U.S. product versus Canadian product, which is absolutely true. That's not even debatable. It's such a fucking stupid thing to try to fact-check. Idiots. Read on the okay, no. Mr. Kennedy has singled out Fruit Loops as an example of a product with too many artificial ingredients, questioning why the Canadian version has fewer than the US version, the Times report read. But he was wrong. Quote, the ingredients list is roughly the same, although Canada has natural colorings made from blueberries and carrots, okay? While the US product contains red dye 40, yellow 5, and blue 1. As well as butylated hydroxytoluene, or BHT, a lab-made chemical that is used for freshness. It's like, what the fuck kind of fact check is this? How are you so stupid? How are people's brains so fucked up at the New York Times that they typed this out and thought, oh yeah, we're making RFK look like a real freak. We're making him look real crazy, aren't we? Because butylated hydroxytoluene, BHT, is just a lab-made chemical that's used for freshness. Holy shit. Holy shit. The strange fact. Hold on a second. Butylated hydroxy. We're looking this up. Hold on. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, guys, I know I hope you guys appreciate that I Blummels, what's up, Blummels, up in the chat? Sorry, you've been up in here. I've been yelling and screaming on a different page. Captain Crunch wouldn't do that to you, press. Captain Crunch is probably a healthier cereal, but the way they damage you is just by cutting your mouth. Cutting the roof of your mouth. The captain is not your friend. Monsanto, don't Google them. Yeah, so fucking Roundup is actually, I think it's Monsanto. I forgot about I covered this on my podcast years ago, the pre-recorded one. Monsanto is like bought by Bayer or something. So now it's Bayer. Bayer's the enemy. You got to the Monsanto name, it's played out. I think that's who got him, Bayer. BHT Red 4. So if I'm not mistaken, Red 4, I actually played the video discussing this on my stream before, that it's like crushed up bugs, right? Those bugs, they crush them up and add it to water and it just turns like blood red. So let me show you BHT. I just looked this up on another pull this up on another tab. Can you guys see this? Okay. I'll go down here. So it's full. Oh, AI overview. Of course, we gotta, be careful with this, but okay, yeah. So BHT is a chemical that can be harmful in some situations. Yeah. But is generally considered safe at certain concentrations. Guys, this is the thing. Guys, okay, I'll just keep reading this. fucking certain concentrations. No, let's stop it right here. I already have a problem. Safe at certain concentrations. This is the thing. The FDA or who the fuck ever is testing these chemicals and claiming that they are non-toxic. They will test them at some fucking level and say, oh, you're allowed to have this much in per serving of food. You're allowed to have whatever level is considered safe per serving of food. This is one of the main issues, is that people, especially in this country, are just so fucking willy-nilly with serving sizes. When I was a kid, I would eat like a fucking half of the goddamn box of cereal if I was stoned. You know, when I was younger, older teenager, I'd smoke and eat like a half a fucking box of cereal, okay? People do this bullshit all the time. And not to mention, these colorings and additives are in every fucking thing you can buy at the store. Trust me, guys, it's hard. It's difficult to actually find a bunch of food that doesn't have bullshit in it. And I'm very particular about what food I buy. And dude, everything has this bullshit in it. Even when there's times I'm like, okay, I don't have to buy this in organic. Let's just see what the non-organic version of this has, and I'll go look for whatever the fuck, and I read the back, and I'm just like, why? Why? All of this bullshit, it's like every fucking thing you buy. So you're getting multiple servings, multiple doses. We should use the right term because it's basically a drug. We're using multiple dosages per day and using serving sizes, consuming serving sizes that are larger because that's how we do it in America, okay? And so whatever arbitrary level that the FDA decides is safe to put in your food, you're getting exposed to like 10 times as much as that. And then consider how these things build up in the body. Glyphosate and that shit, we already know that shit takes time to get out of your body. So they'll say, oh, whatever level is okay to have in one serving of some wheat cereal or whatever the fuck, and then just builds up in your body, and you got fucking cancer? Oh my God, I'm so surprised. You've just been eating poison every meal. Wow, how did that happen? Health concerns. BHT can cause allergic reactions in the skin. Okay. It can also have toxic effects on the liver, kidneys, and lungs at high doses. Imagine that. BHT can also act as a tumor promoter. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Bro, the New York Times listed this chemical as if it was just sugar or something. The New York Times listed this chemical as if RFK is a fucking complete idiot for being concerned about it. BHT right here says it promotes cancer, tumor growth. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. BHT can bioaccumulate in aquatic species. It can also turn into a chemical called BHTQ when it comes into contact with oxygen, which can cause vision disturbances in humans and neurotoxic effects in animals. Oh, fuck. Good job. FDA. FDA's doing their job. Look at this, guys. RFK Jr. needs to just sit this one out. FDA has got your back. They're going to make sure that you only get so much BHT in your body, so maybe it won't make you go blind and your liver die and you get tumors. FDA's on it, guys. Look, this is not that harmful. I mean, there's just some in certain concentrations. It's but it's safe regardless, as long as you don't have those high concentrations, as in eating it in every fucking meal. No big deal. Health impacts of BHT products as an endocrine disruptor. It can impact testosterone levels as well as affect sperm quality. Whoever wrote that article for the New York Times needs to be castrated and killed. They need to be quartered in front of everyone. They need to live stream them getting pulled apart by 4 horses because that person is a piece of shit. Were these people actually pretending this isn't a big deal, that this is in our food? That you weren't given a warning. Don't you get this? Do you guys get this? The fact that they put it in your food implies that it's okay for you to eat. This is fucking insane. It's insane that this is in cereal and it's not put on the front of the box. Contains chemicals that are going to shrink your kids' balls. You're destroying the next generation of your genetic line. Fuck it. It tastes good. Tricks. Holy fucking shit. We are so fucked. This is like, the fact that it's gotten this far is so fucked. Scott Starbird, what's up? Johnny Fradley's in here. What's up? What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm getting, I'm all over the place. I'm getting into, I'm screaming already. Holy fuck, guys. This is pretty fucking crazy. Hold on. Let me blow the, you can go, I mean, if you just look up BHT health concerns or what did I put? What is, unsafe, BHT unsafe. And you'll pull up all this shit yourself too. Right here, health impacts of BHT, talking about fucking up sperm quality and stuff. Another reason why BHT isn't good for you is that it might cause enlargements in the liver, inflammatory effects in the lungs, and renal dysfunction, and a decrease in potassium levels. No big deal. No big deal. Just shrinks your balls and gives you cancer. Put it in the food. It gives you cancer, but people just like the flavor. So let's use it, guys. That's an actual quote from some meeting that execs at Kellogg's had. That's got to be an actual quote. It gives you cancer, but people like the flavor. People can't get enough of that delicious BHT flavor. Holy shit. I've seen enough. Sorry, let's go back to the article. We'll finish getting through this article. Guys, it's important to look this up. Well, I could have just scrolled past BHT and we'd be like, well, who knows what that is? Whatever. Let's just, he wants to take it out. Who cares? They're poisoning us. May decrease sperm level. Guys, don't you get it? This is another thing. Endocrine disruptors. This shit, our food is all packaged in fucking plastic. The plastic is fucking up our goddamn testosterone levels and sperm count. We're getting hit from all angles by bullshit that's like destroying your reproductive system, making people's dicks and balls smaller and stuff like that. This is like emasculating, fucked up bullshit that they're doing. Secretly putting BHT in the food you get. Most parents are not sitting there reading the ingredients on cereal because they, like most people, innocently think it's implied that the food is safe. They're marketing it to fucking kids. It's not like a bottle of liquor that has a Surgeon General's warning. That should be on, the Surgeon General's warning should be on every fucking box of bullshit food that these scumbags sell with filler bullshit and artificial this and that, the shrinking your balls. There needs to be a label on it if you want to sell that bullshit in my fucking country. Fuck you. Holy hell. Sorry, let's get back to the article. I've seen enough on BHT. You get the point. It's poison. It's shrinking your balls, and they think you should feed it to your kids. So let's continue on with this. can't believe I'm screaming already. All right. BHT. Here we are back in fucking Dum Land. New York Times, Dum Land. Oh, well, the ingredients of the Canada version and the US version, they're basically the same, except the Canada version uses blueberries and carrots to make their colors, and US uses red 40, yellow 5, blue 1, and BHT, which is just a lab-made chemical that's used for freshness. Oh, they love the taste of that freshness. It tastes so good, you forget that your fucking testicles are shrinking. That's flavor. That's flavor right there, ladies and gentlemen. Look how unhinged you have to be to type this fucking paragraph out, pretending that this isn't an issue. The strange fact check, which seemed to prove rather than disprove Kennedy's point about artificial ingredients being included in the U.S. version of the cereal, drew critics to mock the paper, as it should. Spitting out my coffee after reading this New York Times fact check on RFK Jr., ex-user Brad Cohn wrote in a post that drew over 4 million views on social media. He added in mockery, as you see, the ingredients list is just completely identical, except the U.S. product contains formaldehyde, cyanide. That's good. That's good. And they nearly undetectable levels of saxitoxin. Anyway, that is a funny parody. Read this fact check on RFK Jr. from the New York Times. Tell me with a straight face, we don't need a radical transformation of our media and health agencies. These are different quotes from social media. This is every news article. They have to include somebody's tweet to try to make you give a fuck about reading it. This is the strangest phenomena. When you used to look up articles, it wasn't like this, 5 years ago even. It's crazy. Every article, pay attention to this, guys, because every article you will read on anything has some fucking person's tweet. I don't know. This is what passes for a fact check at the New York Times. Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk wrote on X. The media. I got a phone call, but it's not a scammer, unfortunately. Sorry, where was I? This is what passed for fact check. This has got to be the dumbest fact check. RFK Jr. New York Times wrote, who approved this? However, the New York Times issued a correction to the story. Oh boy, that's funny. Because of an editing error, an earlier version of this article incorrectly described Mr. Kennedy's recent comments on Fruit Loops. He was comparing the total number of ingredients in the U.S. and Canada versions of the cereal, not the number of artificial ingredients. What? What? Hold on. What are they? How is this a correction? How is this an editing error? Okay. You guys are complete fucking idiots. That's what the problem is. Kennedy's nomination spurred a wave of media reports with warnings from Democrats and medical professionals that Kennedy is a threat to public health and will cost lives because of his skepticism of vaccines. Guys, let me tell you, and I'll bet money on this, that if he cleans up what's in the food, it won't matter that you can't go get a vaccine. I'd be willing to put money on that. So shut the fuck up. Piping fresh cancer, yes. DMS, where do you shop for food? Costco, Trader Joe's? Do you have recommendations besides the normal outside aisles? The outside aisles still have shit in them with a lot of places. Yeah, so I'm in, Tampa, Florida. So we have Publix and Sprouts. and there's like there's a Whole Foods also that's not too far from me. So yeah, that's pretty much where I go. That Walmart, I get a few things at Walmart because they actually surprisingly, at least in my area, Walmart does have some organic stuff. You know, enough people are buying organic shit now that even Walmart is like, okay, we got to have some options here. Like I get eggs from Walmart, and what else? Uh, Walmart has Dave's Killer Bread. I get the thin sliced white done right. Fucking what else? What else do I get at Walmart? Cat food. I buy the expensive cat food for my cat too. Water. Yeah, everything. Most of the other food. I mean, I don't get any meat. Well, I get bacon from Walmart sometimes. I'm not as particular about my bacon being like grass fed, whatever, because that is fucking expensive. Like grass fed beef, lean, grass fed ground beef, that shit is affordable. Fucking, at Sprouts, they have it packaged by the pound, and it's like just under $10 or something like that. And then I'll use like 2 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds in a week. You know, it's not that fucking crazy. I know for like a family that probably is a little more expensive, and if I was raising a family, I'd probably portion it out a little bit skimpier for myself. You know, but yeah. Adam Wiley on the YouTube. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming and hanging. Where were we with this bullshit? Nah, bro, that's crazy. Let me pull up. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna close that out. Let me pull up. I had on my Instagram. See if I can find this video because I had it when we did the candy set. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, guys, my Halloween, the Halloween stream, the candy salad episode that I did when I was dressed up as Guar, Odorous from Guar. I talked about what's in the candy. Oh, here we go. Hold up. Let me pull this up for you guys. This video breaks it down. Oh, shit. Okay. You guys are seeing this? All right.
Is a dried parasitic insect that you eat every day. Well, how is that possible? Well,
not me, bitch. I eat regular food. I don't eat bugs. This is a thing. You guys are complaining about the WEF and Klaus Schwab saying that you're going to have to eat the bugs. You're already eating the bugs. You had no idea. You guys are already eating the bugs.
watch closely. If I crush a small pile of these insects, scoop them up, and pour them into a vial of warm water, the water turns a deep red. This is used as a red dye under the names cochineal extract, natural red 4, E120, and carmine color. Carmine color is listed in the ingredients of this candy. So this candy gets its color from crushed up parasitic insects. Guess which of these products have parasitic insects in them?
None of them.
They all do. This is a dried parasitic insect that you eat every day.
What does it say? Natural red 40? Should we look this up? Is that what it said?
Well, how is that possible?
carmine
Well,
color.
watch closely. If I crush a small pile of these insects, scoop them up, and pour them into a vial of warm water, the water turns a deep red. This is used as a red dye.
Eddie Moretti, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming back to the stream. Why is everyone obsessed with Klaus Schwab and WEF? Well, he said some concerning things, and it doesn't help that he wears like a satanic robe when he does it. But beyond that, I don't talk about Klaus Schwab as much as probably the average person. But what I was pointing out is people complain about him talking about eating bugs, and people are already eating bugs. That was my only point. We could someday I could do a spiel on the WEF. I think there's plenty to be concerned of with the World Economic Forum.
Under the names cochineal extract, natural red 4.
Natural red 4. Okay, hold up. Hey, smoke weed every day. Huh. Okay, hold on. Let me sorry, yeah, I'm on a different page. Let me screen share with you. So yeah, AI overview, which I guess we should go down and read some other shit. Why is it everybody's yeah, all these are saying red 40, but it said red 4 is specifically this cochineal extract shit. Allergic reaction. Small percentage of people have a severe allergic reaction to carmine, ranging from hives to life-threatening anaphylactic shock. Other symptoms include skin redness, coloration, swelling, rashes, atopic eczema. God, I'm an idiot. Gastrointestinal symptoms, wheezing, coughing, and other respiratory symptoms. Occupational asthma. Hyperactivity associated with red dye 40. Yeah, so why is it switching up on this? Is this the AI being, stupid, that it doesn't realize it's telling me about a different coloring? Hold on, let's look up, let me make sure this is actually different. Red, hold on. What's the term I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, so this is definitely different. Synthetic food dye made from petroleum byproducts. So yeah, this is where one of the situations with the AI overview, you got to be careful with the AI overview because they'll throw stuff at you and confuse shit, and it's just like it's throwing it at you because it's associated. But that's probably an artifact of people not knowing what the fuck they're looking up, and so the AI thinks it's the same thing. Red 40 is synthetic food dye derived from petroleum byproducts created through a chemical process that combines different substances to achieve the desired color. So artificial coloring is commonly used in processed foods, beverages, drugs, and cosmetics. All right. So let me pull up before it gets too late because I can't be on here too late. Let's pull up this other This, I covered this before on X that out. Let's get back to, okay, I know where I'm at. Oh, my cat is being a pain in the ass. He wants to go outside. Hold on. I'll be right back, chat. Cat. You want to go outside, buddy? God damn, I love that cat. All right. Oh, God. Two different reds. Yeah. Yeah, I had to look it up myself. If RFK can make the food healthier, I would applaud that. Let's see how it goes. Just saying, that's a lot of government intervention and regulation. Yeah, so this is the thing, Eddie Moretti. In theory, I agree with you in a sense that I don't necessarily even want all of this shit taken out of the food. Like I said, if they actually put a real like label on these foods or something, because this is a problem. This is like my issue with a few different topics we've talked about on here is informed consent, right? So people are like I've already said this on the stream tonight. The fact that they put something in our food, it's allowed by the FDA to be put in our food. It's implicit that it is safe for you to consume. So people don't realize how FDA and these regulatory agencies throw around the word safe, like, because it's a meaningless term. The word safe is meaningless. That's a relative term. Things are safer or less safe. Things aren't just flat out safe. Okay. So again, when someone says something is safe and or they say it's also effective, the alarm bells should be going off. Okay. Oh, Big E's in here. What's up, bro? What's up, Big E? Thanks for coming to hang with us. Yeah. But anyway, where I was going with this is the fact that they put it in the food and they don't put any label on there about you should be concerned. If even they just put on there, stick to portion sizes listed or something like safe according to portion size, I would even maybe be a little, because that would at least get people's attention. Maybe, okay, what is there something in here that I shouldn't have too large of portions because certain concentrations have negative side effects, which we've already looked at here. That applies to that BHT bullshit. So if even they had that, I might be happy. I'm not looking for the fucking government to say what necessarily should or shouldn't be allowed in food. In theory, I think if some company was putting literal heroin in the food, and as long as they labeled it and made people aware of what was in it, and it's not something written in tiny print that you need glasses for on the back of the box or on the side. There's a side of the box that's this skinny, and they put 100 fucking rows for the ingredients, and the fucking ingredients are, the font is that big. The font is that big, okay? And that's informed consent to them. We put it on the box. Well, that doesn't work for me. But if, like I said, you could, in theory, put fucking heroin in some of the food, but just say, yo, this has heroin in it and it might kill you. But if you eat literally one portion, you're going to be fine. I think people would probably, number one, not eat it, but they definitely would be more careful around it if they did. People they're not afforded that with the way our system runs with the food. They already have to label what's in the food on the back. Why not tell them, yeah, if you have some, like they put bioengineered food ingredients is now that's like required to put on some of the food. If they even did that, I'd kind of be okay. We're not regulating what necessarily can or can't be put in the food. We're just making sure that there's informed consent with people consuming all this shit. That's like my main concern, really. You got to be trolling. No, dude, people can eat poison if they want. I just think people should know that they are eating poison. That's all. That's my deal. But taking it out of the food, you know what? It's probably better. It's probably better if we do have the fucking the mean government, Big Brother, telling you that you're not allowed to fucking to eat crushed up bugs because it'll make your balls shrink. Maybe that's a good idea. Our replacement rate we're below replacement rate in terms of population, reproduction. Maybe maybe we actually need that. All right, let me pull this up for you. We're going to watch this thing on 60 Minutes. You know, 60 Minutes, it's part of the fucking InfoWars. It's basically Alex Jones stuff, right? 60 Minutes. Conspiracy theorists, hold on a second.
As low as $0.
$0.
Okay, guys. So, this is 60 Minutes.
Looks good to me.
This open enrollment period, let's find your solution from Florida Blue. Click or visit floridablue.com/your-solution.
The thing about favorites is they're only your favorite until a new favorite tells your old favorite to beat it.
Okay. So watch this. This is 60 Minutes breaking down the flavor industry, guys. The people making the flavors that they put in the food, the artificial and or natural flavors. This is stuff that I also avoid in food. And even organic food that's labeled organic, it'll say organic natural flavor. I avoid that too. Okay? All the ingredients are organic whatever, and it passes by my standards. But when they put organic natural flavor, this gets into this weird gray area with what they can put in our food and how they label it, because it's like intellectual property. They design these flavors to put in the food, and they don't want other people being able to steal it by telling them what is actually in the ingredients of the flavors. So they're allowed to put natural flavors, artificial flavors. They're allowed to put that on the food and basically go without telling you what's really in it. So you don't know if there's something that maybe doesn't jive with your body, or you're allergic to it or whatever the fuck. You don't know until you react to it. And sometimes it's like if it's over time, where we saw with the colorings that it says it worsens like tumor growth and does damage to your liver over time. It's like that kind of thing. You're not going to eat it the first or second time and notice like, hey, yeah, my liver, I can feel my liver starting to fucking decay because I ate it twice. No, that's like you have a couple favorite foods that are junk foods or whatever. You eat them for years and then you end up with fucking cancer. And it's like, whoops-a-daisy, it's intellectual property. We labeled it legally, okay? We're just protecting our product here. And you loved the product. You ate the fuck out of it. Sorry you're dying. Whoops.
As the Thanksgiving weekend comes to a close, you may feel as overstuffed.
Oh my God, that is so funny. This was released. This was released right after Thanksgiving some years ago, and it's almost Thanksgiving now. That's funny. I totally didn't even realize that. That's like synchronicity right there that I actually chose to play this tonight.
Stuffed as that turkey you ate. And if you're overweight, and the chances are you are, it's probably because you eat too much of the wrong stuff. Most of the wrong stuff we eat comes in a bottle, a can, or a box. Food that's been processed. Much of that food has been flavored. The flavoring industry is the enabler of the food processing business, which depends on it to create a craving for everything from soda pop to chicken soup. It is Willy Wonka and his chocolate factory as a multi-billion-dollar industry, an industry cloaked in secrecy. But recently, Givaudan, the largest flavoring company in the world, allowed us in to see them work their magic.
The story will continue in a moment.
It's black magic, by the way.
So definitely an aroma. The mandarin, dancy tangerine. Real mild though, not in your face.
These are super sniffers, super tasters.
And more bitter.
On the prowl, the special forces, first responders to the call for the next best taste.
The mandarin notes are fantastic.
Yeah.
They're braving the wilds of a citrus grove in Riverside, California, where Jim Hassel, whose nose and palate are legendary, leads a Givaudan team on a taste safari. Big game hunters in search of the next great taste in soft drinks. Their inspiration, the greatest flavorist of them all, Mother Nature.
Seeing everything that's available really just drives the whole creative process.
Like an artist going to Rome or something.
Correct.
But the ultimate purpose is to sell more soft drinks or whatever.
That's what we're in the business of. Selling flavors.
Oh, dear God. The nervous laughter. Guys, this is funny. This is good shit right here. You can see, and I put it at 1.25 speed, so it's barely slightly sped up because I can see it's getting late already. I've been screaming too much, okay? But, bro, you can see this guy just getting uncomfortable. This old dude is like, look, I'm fucking 80 years old. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna call you out for pretending like you're on some artistic journey when you're really just trying to sell people soda. You're scumbags trying to sell people a drug called soda, and you're pretending it's like art.
Let's go sniffing. Our perception of taste is largely located in the nose, but described in the language of music.
Do you get like a tropical note, a little bit of papaya, potentially?
Yeah. Cotton candy note.
Cotton candy a little bit.
They're plotting how to move the flavors they find in this grove to your supermarket shelf, and then on to your stomach.
I can see it in a sports drink. I can see it in a water, flavored water. And I also can see it in a twist on an orange carbonated beverage.
When they find something they like, they extract its flavor molecules from the fruit on the tree. Then back in the lab, they mimic Mother Nature's molecules with chemicals. Essentially, what you do is you take whatever this smells like and copy it.
Right, exactly.
And then I suppose you could, if you choose to, you could quote unquote improve on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they copy it. Let's not get it twisted, guys. They're not taking pieces of this fruit and breaking it down and putting that into your food to make it flavored like the fruit. They're taking the fruit back to the lab and they're saying, what fucking chemicals under our kitchen sink can we put together? The Drano mixed with the Windex. That tastes a lot like papaya.
All the time.
The Holy Grail, a flavor so good, you can't resist it.
In our fruit flavors, we're talking about we want, a burst in the beginning and maybe a finish that doesn't linger too much so that you want more of it.
You don't want a long linger because you're not going to eat more of it if it lingers.
So it's going to be a quick fix. And then
have more.
But that suggests something else.
Exactly.
Which is called addiction.
Exactly.
You're trying.
Look, he's acting like, oh yeah, this is no, yeah, we know. He's like, I love how he's playing this role as if that's like there's no moral dilemma here. He's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're getting people addicted. That's one word. That's one word you could use.
To create an addictive taste.
It's a good word.
Or something that they want to go back for again and again.
Food companies know that flavor is what makes repeat customers. So they commission Givaudan to create what they hope will be a mouth-watering taste.
Look, guys, this is another thing I wanted to point out. Maybe we can look this up at the end if I don't run out of time, and I'm already getting text messages of I might have a family issue here, but and nothing too serious, so don't worry about it. But anyway, fucking guys, the tobacco companies, this is the thing. You wonder why the food is so addictive. The tobacco companies bought the fucking the food companies. Philip Morris bought like Kraft, and they this happened like around the 90s, okay? In the 90s. The tobacco companies started buying up the food corporations. Brian from Philly, what's up, bro? Try to make us addicted to it. Yeah, nicotine is awesome. It's like caffeinated. Yeah, fucking that's what I'm using these little nicotine toothpicks. I quit smoking like in 2011, and then I vaped for like 10 years, and I quit vaping recently. So I use the toothpicks. But anyway, fucking yeah, the tobacco companies bought all these fucking food companies in the 90s. Guys, in the 90s, you can look this up. We've had artificial flavors for like, it's been since like I forget when, like 1850 or something. They came up with like a fake cherry flavor, some shit like that. So these things have been around a long time, okay? But in the 90s, you can read about this, that people these companies with the flavoring started getting really crazy with making combinations and different, there was sort of like a handful of artificial flavors that they've come up with over the last like 100 years or something. But then in the 90s, it amped up and they came up with this umami flavor. Have you guys heard about this term? Which something about the term, I don't like umami. It sounds like I don't fucking know. It's like one of those words like moist, where it's like kind of triggering or something. Something about the word. It sounds frumpy and goofy, but anyway. In the 90s is when they really started mastering these fucking artificial flavors and making all kinds of fucking bullshit. Is it a coincidence, guys? Is it a coincidence to you that in the 90s is when these companies got crazy with making flavor combinations, super addictive food flavorings, super, as these guys admit here, they admit here on camera that this is what they're trafficking in addiction. Not just craveability, which is the term that they use, but it's addiction, okay? Is it a coincidence that the same decade that the tobacco companies buy up all of the fucking food corporations, they just happen to come up with all of these addictive flavors? Dark Match should be on CNN. Thank you. I hope that's not a backhanded compliment, like saying I'm a lying piece of shit. But anyway, thanks. Yeah, motherfuckers on YouTube. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for everybody that's watching on YouTube has liked it. I guess I got, I can't see exactly where my numbers are, but it looks like on Twitter I have a few people watching. Because, yeah, I got a lot more than 11 on my end here from what I can see. The number of viewers that I can see is all the platforms added together. So I never really know exactly who's on what on this end. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for hanging. Please, if you're new to the YouTube or whatever, please hit the subscribe. I see I got a few new people last night and stuff. I appreciate the support. And if again, I'm not begging here. I'm okay on money, but it would help me out, and I would put any financial support I get is gonna kind of go back into the stream and stuff. So I do have a PayPal. I'm Dark Match. DarkMatch on PayPal, and Dark Match Steve on Venmo. If you're interested, if whatever. I'll be good if you can't afford it. Just all I really need is the clicks. Please hit the like and the subscribe and all that, lovers. But anyway, thank you, Adam. Oh, Brian from Philly, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the kind words. Let's get back to this because it's getting late already. Anyway, yeah, the tobacco. This is my theory: is that the tobacco companies buying all. This is like one of the main reasons that the food has gotten so fucking addictive is because of the fucking tobacco companies. Okay, the people making these flavors freely admitting that they're addicting people.
Givaudan may be the biggest multinational you've never heard of. The Swiss company employs almost 9,000 people in 45 countries, providing tastiness to just about every cuisine imaginable. There's a lot of secrecy involved in your profession, correct?
Our intellectual property are our formulas.
Intellectual property of our formulas. Yes, yes. That allows us, to be free of liability, and we're allowed to just to use vague terms on packagings for food. We get to bend the rules.
Without that, we have nothing. So there's a lot of secrecy. You really don't want anyone to know.
My world is making things taste good.
Soda pop and chewing gum flavorist Michelle Hagan has helped Givaudan and the food companies make billions with her secret formulas.
I create thousands of flavors, so I need somewhere to put them. And I have a lot of flavors in here. So here are some oranges and tangerines.
750 flavors: orange, tangerine, mandarin.
I just want to this is interesting to me. This is intriguing, and it's impressive even that they've done this. But that you can imitate flavors that are naturally found just out in nature with other chemicals and shit. I mean, that it's cool, but is it good for you? That's the question you need to ask.
Raspberry is one of my favorite. I can't even fit all my raspberries.
You just have to consider all of these things that they're putting in your food. None of this is it's implied, I think, that it's supposed to be good for you, the fact that they're putting it in the food, but none of this is supposed to be making the food healthier. The companies making this is not to make the food better for you or to make sure that you got the right amount of nutrition or vitamins or what. This is just so that you come back for more. Whatever they slop this on, making you come back for more. That's all this is. All of this effort, this whole lab making new flavor. It's not about making the food healthier for you and so that you'll live a long and healthy life. They just want a good flavor that'll distract you from death.
Raspberries on here.
How different can raspberries be?
Oh, very different. Very different. Oh, yeah. You can make them jammy. You can make them sweet. You can make them floral. You can make them seedy. It's endless, really.
And the flavor ingredients might not have ever met a raspberry.
I have butyric acid artificial, and then I have butyric acid natural.
All flavors are combinations of chemicals. Artificial flavors are largely man-made. Natural flavors come from nature, but not necessarily from what the label implies. For example,
strawberry creations.
Strawberry and vanilla flavor can come from the gland in a beaver's backside.
So what we do is just manipulate them and create with them and give the impression of, papaya or the strawberry.
Hagan is an illusionist. She's even created a flavor that mimics the taste and smell of an old oak tree.
To give whiskey a little bit more depth sometimes, a young whiskey.
Oh, to give the taste of the barrel, it was supposed to have been aged in, correct?
Yes. Yeah, you can add some cask notes.
I like that this guy is calling them out. He's like, every time that they try to put something in a very nonchalant way, he just points out like, this flavoring gives the impression of whiskey being in a barrel, so you're lying to people. She's like, yeah, we're lying.
Notes, some oak notes. Okay, here we go.
Hassel and Hagan let us in on the alchemy of inventing a new flavor. This one inspired by a Hong Kong kumquat that the team found not in Hong Kong, but back in Riverside. It's a process using hundreds of different notes until they've created a symphony of taste.
So one thing to point out here, and I know I don't want to start and stop this too much, but I like to, add stuff that maybe you guys might miss or, whatever stuff I think that is important, not necessarily obvious by seeing it or whatever. So the gimmick, oh, fuck, hold on. We got a scam call and it's a late one. Damn, they're fucking with me tonight. Hello? 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 Are you there? Is there a stinky Indian on the other end of this, on the other line? Hello? Are you eating hummus that has flies in it right now? Hello? Are you eating food from a food vendor that had their feet in it and flies? Are there maggots in your food right now? Hello? Hello? Are you in India taking a shit right on the beach? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so back to this. Sorry, guys. Oh, so yeah, no, what I was going to say. The natural flavors. Okay. Natural versus artificial flavor. This is the gimmick with this. So when you're reading this on labels and stuff, and again, guys, if something says a natural, it has natural flavor or artificial flavor on it, that doesn't necessarily mean that the thing is bad. The point is you don't have informed consent, okay? So with someone like me who I've told you that, you know, switching my diet up has made me completely different. It's taken away some of my anxiety. I had major anxiety problems, and I'm just about cured of that. I wouldn't be just able to stream 5 nights a week on here without feeling like I'm going to have a heart attack if I was doing my normal diet the way it used to be. My heart would beat all over the place just from getting a phone call or something. Like, you know, my diet was not great, and I feel like I'm probably more sensitive to some of this shit. So that's why I stick with what I know to be food. It's just a really simple principle. Unless there's some chemical or substance they're putting in the food and there's like good data and, you know, a history of using this shit that seems to imply that it's good for you, or so, it's like you don't have that. You don't have that with all of these artificial bullshit that they put in the food. So that's just why I stay away from it. It's not necessarily, there could be some of the artificial flavors and shit that actually happen to be good for you. That's possible, but they are not making these with the intention of making you healthier. That's the point. So they have the intention of putting the shit in there just so that you come back to it. I avoid foods that dabble in this realm of addiction, as proven by this video, the people making this shit themselves. So, but the gimmick with natural versus artificial, this is the thing. This is the thing. You can make these same chemicals. So when you say they have artificial flavors are generally man-made, natural flavors are more derived from nature. You can have a natural flavor that is whatever chemical combination, and it has to be labeled artificial flavoring because it was made in a lab synthetically, okay? You can have that same chemical, the same chemical structure, exactly the same thing, but derived from nature. So it's the same thing, could have bad side effects, maybe it doesn't, was not invented so that it would make you healthier, just to make you have, it's just a chemical designed to make you addicted and eat more of the food. That same chemical compound can be made naturally, okay? So this distinction that's on some of these packages where it says natural flavors, you're still in this risky area of addiction and possible side effects and not knowing exactly what the long-term this and that is. Intellectual property. You're not allowed to know exactly what it is. It's basically the same thing, guys. So this is why I avoid both. It's kind of a play. It's a gimmick. They're using language to the best of their ability to misrepresent and basically fucking lie to you by saying, oh, it's natural, as if it's that just implies that it's better, but it isn't necessarily. So anyway, I got to pull this back up. Hold on. Sorry, guys. All right.
I mean, with a name like Hong Kong kumquat, you really have to have something going on, I think.
But I'm curious to see the carrot on top of the kumquat.
That is interesting. That is very interesting.
You get the citrus, but you have the carrot poking its head out.
Yeah, it's very complex.
But not overpowering.
The Venmo doesn't work? Brian from Philly, are you serious? Dark Match Steve on Venmo? Oh, damn. Dutch Duke. Dutch Duke just threw another 25 at me. Thank you, sir. Damn, Brian from Philly. I don't know what's up with that. Hold on 1 minute. Maybe. Yeah, Venmo ish. Damn, I don't know what the problem would be. I'm logged in. It says yeah, it should be my Venmo is at Dark Match Steve. But if it's not working, Brian, don't worry about it. You know, just enjoy the show. Yeah, the address is supposed to be at Dark Match Steve, all one word. Anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah, if it's not working tonight, I'll look into it. You know, don't stress about it. But thank you so much, Brian from Philly, for trying, for real. Gene Lasker, what's up? A sore neck. So, yeah. Oh, PayPal address is should just be Dark Match. Yeah. All one word, Dark Match. Okay.
That's really exciting. This is a home run.
There's no shortage of metaphors in the flavoring business.
Oh,
This is Precious. All she.
Givaudan goes to the ends of the earth scouting for new flavors. In Hong Kong, Givaudan convened their annual conclave of top chefs from restaurants around the world, demonstrate their latest creations. The goal, to turn those creations into new commercial flavors. The chefs mixed, chopped, mashed, steamed, sauteed, and smoked for a week to create irresistible cutting-edge cuisine. Hong Kong chef Alvin Leung didn't disappoint.
It makes you want to eat this again and again and again, okay? It's like sex, okay? You know, you want to do it over and over again.
Oh, God. I don't want this guy making sex metaphors to me.
Until you get a headache.
The Givaudan team didn't just taste the food, they sniffed, photographed, analyzed, and debated it. Then they distilled the best into flavor.
Airplane Willie, thank you, sir. Damn, guys, I really appreciate that. Airplane Willie, right? That was you? Yeah, so I guess I don't know what happened with Brian. That's Venmo, right? Yeah. Thank you, Airplane Willie. I really appreciate that, man.
Powders. Apply them to beef and noodles, and voila, a frozen dinner.
This is our translation into a frozen ready meal that you could buy in the supermarket to really deliver a different eating experience.
Givaudan chef Stefan Strahler demonstrated how convincing these translations can be compared to the real thing.
We have here the whole lineup of some of the chicken flavors. So that's a roasted chicken flavor.
It sure is. It absolutely matches it. Givaudan makes flavors that match almost every kind of chicken imaginable. This is crusty, fatty chicken.
We just take a little skin here, and when you smell like that now, you get much more of those fatty, crusty notes. And when you smell like that flavor...
Yes, sure it is. Now, what is this? Is this actually chicken?
It can be, yes. A lot of what you have in front of you is the chicken that has been translated into a flavor.
Translated?
Translated? I don't like that word.
On a grand scale in the Givaudan plant in Kentucky.
This is a chicken flavor.
Oh boy, here it is, guys. Look at that. There's 10 million chickens in this to make this flavor. They ground up 10 million chickens.
Liquid in the tank.
An endless stream of brown liquid, part chicken, part chemical, all flavor.
This is the chicken we looked at in the tank right here. Oh. So this is the chicken in the hose.
Oh, wow. Chicken in a hose. Guys, hook it up to my asshole and I want a chicken enema right now.
In the hose, okay.
Chicken in the hose, that's right. We'll stretch this hose out and we'll actually load the liquid into these individual trays.
Oh, dear God. Doesn't that look good? Please tell me this gets dried out and used for ramen noodles or something. Jesus Christ.
It gets vacuum dried in the oven and it comes out in a dry cake form. We'll grind that into a fine powder.
Chicken, just like Grandma used to make. It's used in soup, stews, sausage, noodle, and rice dishes. Chicken by the ton. Chicken for every taste. Our old friend Krusty Fatty. Chicken for vegetarians. Yes, chicken without chickens. Ground zero for the food and flavor industry is the supermarket. Givaudan won't reveal which brands contain their flavors, but in this aisle, almost every product on the shelves has been enhanced artificially or with so-called natural flavors.
Guys, this is what it's crazy when you actually try to avoid this shit and eat healthy, and just even if you're like, you don't necessarily think it's like unhealthy, but you just don't want to feel like you're addicted to your food. You want to just like buy food because it's good for you and supposedly has nutrition. It's not easy. It's crazy. It's crazy how much you have to sacrifice. Just like this is the standard. This right here, everything, all of this having bullshit added to it. That is the standard. It's really fucked up. We should aim higher. On a serious note, guys. Enough, of me talking bullshit, and what we need to aim higher. There's no reason for this. Does it actually? It doesn't taste that good. Come on, guys. It really doesn't. You guys should try the fucking organic apple juice that I fucking drink. That shit is fucking amazing. There's no reason to buy that piss in a bottle that they sell as apple juice that's watered down and then they add sugar to it. That is so stupid.
And not only that, virtually everything edible in a package, in a jar, in a can is intensified with either fat, sugar, or salt, or all three of those little devils.
What does it mean to have peace of mind?
I wouldn't know.
It doesn't just...
We're eating fat on sugar on fat with flavor. And much of what we're eating with these flavors, you have to ask yourself, is it really food?
Dr. David Kessler is the former head of the FDA. He is Dr. No.
Oh, boy.
He's bent on getting America to kick its bad habits.
We're living in a food carnival.
Well, this might be one of the good guys that quit the FDA because of their bullshit.
These flavors are so stimulating. They hijack our brain.
Kessler believes flavorists are accomplices, the hired guns of the food industry.
They make food super palatable.
What's wrong with that? Do we want the richness of good taste?
Of course, food has to be pleasurable. It has to be desirable. But look around, Morley. Look around this country. And what do you see? Ask the rest of the world how they view Americans. And they will say, we don't want to look like that.
Are you saying that the food industry and the flavoring industry together are trying to make and succeeded in making us addicted?
Did the industry do this deliberately? No. It learned what stimulates. It learned what people want.
There's no question we're trying to create an irresistibility and a memorability. I think, though, that there's then a leap to get to that leads to overconsumption.
Bob Pellegrino is Givaudan's flavor czar as Vice President of Global Strategy and Business Development. Your critics say, but you provide the means to seduce people into eating too much salt, too much fat, too much sugar, and responsible partly for the obesity of this country.
Our business is to make taste experiences pleasurable ones. So I don't think that the flavors create an overeating problem. I think that's a different issue.
But is it a different issue? Because surely what your clients want, the food industry wants, is to provide the kind of flavor that will make people want more.
I don't think it's creating a desire for moreness as well as it's a desire for memorability so that people will repeat the purchases of the product and enjoy them.
That's a distinction without a difference. Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear this fucking guy? We don't want people to necessarily crave more. We just want to elicit a memory inside people, which makes them go back and buy more. How fucking ridiculous. How fucked up. So I don't know if I'm already past the point, because I do remember a section of this. But anyway, guys, this is what I'm talking about with the moral dilemma here. These people that are selling this, they kind of have this idea like, oh, we're making food taste really good and people like it, so we experiment more with these flavors, and people really like those, so we put those in the food, and people buy more, and so we're just like, we put it in the food because you guys like it. You realize, you could literally say that about heroin. They could put heroin in the food and be making the same argument. Oh, well, you guys seem to really buy it a lot more when we sprinkle a little heroin on it and it adds to that fatty chicken flavor. You guys can't get enough of that shit. So this is a consensual agreement, sir. We're giving people memories. We're making memories, not addiction here by putting heroin in the food.
But given the obesity epidemic, the food industry is beginning to respond to pressure for lessness, if there is such a word, of fat, salt, and sugar. And that's opening up a whole new business opportunity and another challenge for these alchemists of flavor.
Everyone is working on health and wellness. How can you get a consumable, acceptable product that's better for you? And the challenge now is, how do you make them taste good?
Not enough.
So when you lower the salt, what can we put in that will make it taste like it did without salt? When you lower the sugar, how can you make it taste sweeter without adding calories? So it's a whole new world that didn't even exist 10 years ago. But the consumers are interesting. As much as they want to be healthy, right? If it's not as sweet, I don't want it.
People are still going for the tried and true, heavy on sugar, heavy on salt, heavy on fat.
Yeah, so I guess the real question is obesity going down? And I guess the answer would be no.
Is that it? That's it. Yeah, guys. So, and I don't want to imply here also, I'm trying to be, fair in saying this. I don't want to imply that it is all their fault. Okay. People, you do have to look, you're responsible for what you put in your body to an extent. Okay. Yes. People, the physiological, at the physiological level, you are to an extent being tricked. Okay, you're being hijacked, but I'm not trying to exclude personal responsibility here. It is ultimately up to you. And again, what's his name? Eddie Moretti that was in here. I don't necessarily, do I really want to be in a world that doesn't have a regular Oreo? You can't buy a package of regular Oreos. I don't necessarily want that. Once in a blue moon, like once a year or something, maybe I would eat an Oreo. I eat candy around Halloween, and this year I was even more strict. I didn't even eat candy until I had my Halloween party here. All the years in the past, I'd pretty much buy 3 bags of fucking candy and eat it all fucking month. Every night I'd be eating fucking candy. Do I want to necessarily live in a world without bullshit food? No. Some of it is like, yeah, it tastes really fucking good. And maybe once in a while having a cheat meal is like, it's not going to fucking kill you. So, it's complicated, but these companies making all of this shit for sure share responsibility in this. People do not have informed consent when it comes to their food and many other things that are, being put in your body. So this has been a public service announcement from Dark Match Steve. You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, this has been Dark Times. We got pretty dark tonight, but tasty. Okay. Hope you guys have had fun. Thank you, for real, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging with me. If you hit the fucking like button, I love you. I appreciate you. Fucking Airplane Willie, Dutch Duke, Brian from Philly. Thank you guys for trying to financially contribute to the show and stuff. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I will be, I should, unless, hell freezes over. I should be doing an ice bath Sunday. So that's probably the next day that I'm going to be live is Sunday afternoon, sometime around then. So, yeah, guys, unless something crazy comes up tomorrow that I need a stream or whatever, I'll see you on fucking Sunday. And if not, then if tuning in to watch me scream at cold water isn't right up your alley, then just hold on till Monday. I'll be back on talking shit about 3-letter agencies or something. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging with me. I hope everybody has a safe weekend. Go fucking do something fun or productive, or, go for a fucking hike or something. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I will see you Sunday or Monday. All right, lovers. Thanks again. I'll put on the Fat Pigs outro song in case he's still here. For real, I love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging with me and, putting up with my bullshit and getting in the chat, adding to the conversation and stuff. I really do appreciate it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye, lovers.